an Asian friend of mine, she's an Asian American, she said, maybe we should get Windows certified, like Microsoft. It's just this idea, like let's do Windows instead. And that's not inexpensive either. And Microsoft, it was very unfair. Like there were a lot of guys who were really good at computer engineering, but they're not good at tests and taking tests. And Microsoft tests were hard. They were very hard. You had to, fortunately they had these CDs back then, and they were from people who had taken these tests, and they would like help brainwash you to know the answers that Microsoft was gonna, and most of it had nothing to do with what you were gonna do in computer engineering. There was hardly anything on those tests that I've ever actually physically done as a Microsoft engineer. So anyway, you had to take 12 tests, and there were these testing centers, and I would put all these Microsoft books in my car, and I would go to the testing center, and I'd go in, and at the time, which was 25, 30 years ago, they were charging $100 a test to take the test. Okay, so I'd go into the testing center, they'd put you in a little booth, you had a piece of blank paper, a pencil, and a computer, and then it started asking you questions, and they were all multiple choice, right? And they would give you these scenarios, and they would go on and on, multiple paragraphs to sort of confuse you when there was really like just one tiny little answer in there, you know, and you only had a certain amount of time. And this line would come up at the end after you were finished, and it would start going across your computer screen. And then if you didn't pass, it would go big giant capital letters, fail. So, and if it didn't do that, it got to the end and said pass. So, and if I failed, I hadn't failed that many, but I failed a few. I'd go back out to my car, I'd look up all the answers, I'd take that piece of paper, because I'd quickly write them down, like, I don't know this one. Go out to my car, look up the answer, go back in, say to the person, hit me again. I'd pay another $100, and I wasn't leaving that testing center until I passed that test.
Wow, that's so much of persistence. And then what?
And Microsoft made a big deal out of me, because I was in my 40s and I was a single mom, and I was doing a career change to becoming a Microsoft engineer. They were like just promoting me all over the place, change your career to Microsoft. And they love women in technology, and I'll tell you why. Because women usually can explain to the managers what's happening. They would rather have you get help and fix it in 15 minutes than spend all day trying to fix it yourself and wasting all their money.